Thank you for the, I just noticed this, for this year, it's a spring flower. I don't know, God bless the bright yellow color for the hard, long, cold winter. And let us know it is springtime. Come sunshine, come cheerful life. At the same time, this is the symbol of all the cold weather, all the hard time, all the darkness. There's a light still in the planet. I said it takes a lot, and today's message is it took the life of our Savior. Can we understand what it means that? And I try to preach. John chapter 19. Let's all stand as we read John chapter 19, verse 2 through 5. John chapter 19, verse 2. And the soldiers planted a crown of thorns, put it on Jesus' head, and put on him a purple robe, and said, "Hail, King of the Jews!" And they smote him with their hands. Pilate therefore went forth again, and said unto them, "Behold, I bring him forth to you, and ye may know that I find no fault in him." Then came Jesus forth, wearing the crown of thorns and a purple robes. And the Pilate said unto them, "Behold the man." Let us pray. Dear Lord, we come to you at this moment, Lord. As we just read, as Jesus informed the many crowds, in the pain, in the humiliation, Lord. Let us see, let us feel the pain, what he went through. And let us understand the reason why he had died on the cross. Oh, help us as the young generation to grow up. Let them grow up in the hand of you. In the church, Lord, we gather together. With a young age all the way to maturity. Let us be gathered together, communicate each other, so they will see us grow, understand the true meaning of salvation, true meaning of crucifixion, most of all, true meaning of resurrection. So we may have a life abandoned. Give me the word that I need to preach. Let's be the time with you, Lord. Thanks be. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I just read on the King James Version. This is a little bit more updated version. it said, the soldier twisted together the crown of thorns, put it on his head. That is Jesus said, dressed him in the purple robe. And they went after him again and again. Verse 3 is a little bit different. That's the reason I got this Bible. It says, they went after Jesus and again saying, Hail, King of Jews, and slapped him in his face. King James, it just seems like it just one time it happened. But the fact was, before the crucifixion, every one of them, when they joined the crowd, it's just like a YouTube, the fight going on. Everybody jump onto these little kids, bullying or whatever. One person get jump on, then everybody jump on. It's just like pack wolf. That's what they did. Again and again came to Jesus, laughed at them, and slapped his face. And on his head, on Jesus' head, there was thorn, crown of thorn. I wish I had those honey locust thorn bush. I used to catch them. Thorn is this big. Thorn is big enough, hard enough to give your tire flat. That thorn going to the head of Jesus Christ. Why? I'm reading from Genesis. Adam and Eve was in the Garden of Eden, maintaining the garden. And the serpent came over the storm. You wouldn't die if you eat this food of knowledge, good and evil. Great. They open their eyes. They understand exactly what they did. Their guilt, they try to hide. But you cannot hide from God. Then what happened? God promised to the man, all your life you will struggle, scratch, living from it. It will grow thorn and thistles for you. When the entry of the sin into our lives, yes, the death was in the picture. But not only the death, not the destination, but the process to the destination of the death, there was a thorny ground and a sickle all over the place. And you live with those thorns. And at this moment, Jesus was wearing the thorn in his head. He's a powerful Lord. And before people threw up in Jesus' face, it says here, Hail, King of the Jews. This is a word from Roman soldiers. Hail, King of Jews. king, miserable life. You are the Jewish king. Let me see your authority. And they slept. John chapter 19, verse 4. That once again Pilate came out and said to Jews, "Look, I am bringing him out to you, and to let you know that I found no basis of the charge against him." When Jesus came out wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robes, Pilate said to them, "Look at him, for here is the man." King James said, "Behold the man." Look at him. Try to understand what you are doing. The Jesus life, it will reflect what are you doing to come up to your guilt. Here comes together. Pilate saying, this man has no guilt and is suffering so many things. Why you putting him to this situation? Behold, look at him. Understand what you are doing. Verse 6, as soon as the chief priest and the officers saw him, they shouted, "Crucify him, crucify him." Away. You take him and crucify him, Pilate replied, "for I find no basis for the charge against him." Verse 7, "We have a law," answered the Jews. "According to that law, that he must die because he declared himself to be the Son of God." That's him. We all desire to see him die. And that's what it said. When the Pilate heard this statement, he was even more afraid. He went back into the Praetorium, and "Where are you from?" asked Jesus. This new translation, it says, Pilate heard this statement. Jesus declared, "I am Son of God." And Pilate was afraid. So went back to talk to Jesus. Behind. So Pilate said to him, "Do you refuse to speak to me? Why you not open your mouth? Understand what I'm questioning you. Do you not know that I have authority to release you, authority to crucify you?" Then Jesus opened his mouth. Verse 11. My Bible, it says, "You would have no authority over me if it were not given to you from above. Therefore, the one who handed me over to you is the guilt of greater sin." Therefore, the one who handed me over to you is guilty of greater sin. That is the word of Jesus Christ. I forgot to announce you, but there is a movie, South Arkansas Christian School, Saturday before Easter. We have egg hunt, and then 6 o'clock they have a movie, a free movie at the school auditorium. Name title is Reason. I at that movie. I was going to watch it in the church, but too much violence for the kids, so I decided not to. But that movie is saying, it's a secular movie, but the point of view of the Roman soldiers, and keep on thinking why these strange things happening. Just like I came to the United States, age of 24, and to see the people gathering at the church, people were having a revival, people were appreciating the message of Jesus Christ. And I did not understand what is going on in this church. At that time, the church itself does not have air conditioning. It's 100-degree weather daytime. 7 o'clock, yes, came down to about 90 degrees. There's sweat all over the place. Box fans all over, blowing the hot air to your face. Then how do they understand what they have? This Japanese boy did not know what they are having. But the truly made impression. I need to have what they have.
Amen.
And here is the same thing. Roman soldiers make fun of King of Jews. Why don't you do something? Look at you. There's a thorny crown on your head. King's crown is a thorn bush. That's what you need in your life. God so loved the world, He sent only begotten Son, sent to us. Son of God is in front of them with a thorny crown on his head. And the people are laughing, people are slapping his face. Why he suffered this way? If the God is omnipresent, God is all over the place, God has authority, God able to judge. Jesus himself has said, therefore the one who handed me over to you is guilty of greater sin. He is saying Roman soldiers, all the people, they are guilty. If they are guilty, why Jesus does not do anything? He can call the 10,000 angels and wipe them out, all the Roman soldiers. No problem. Why he did not do that? Keep on reading John chapter. Verse 13 said, when the Pilate had these words, he brought Jesus unto and sat on the judgment seat and place called stone pavement. It was the day of preparation to Passover, about 6 hours. Pilate said to the Jews, here is your king. At this shout, and away with him and crucify him. Crowd shout. We have no king but Caesar. Reply. Pilate himself said, your king is here. King of Jews. Why you crucify me? People said, we don't have a king except Caesar. A few hours later, the thorn crown and everything. On the finished part of the crucifixion, on the cross, Jesus cried out, my God, why forsake him? That is from King James translation. Christian Standard Bible, it said, my God, why have you abandoned me? Why have you abandoned me? The contemporary English version, it said, my God, why have you deserted me? Other Bible said, it said, why rejected me? Why did God abandon, God desert, God reject his own son? Reason is here. Remember the thorn. Jesus carried the sin of the human. All possible, all present God was born into this world in a manger. He lived 30-something years as a human. Even though he don't have any sin in his life, but he carried the whole sin of mine, sin of yours, into his body. Representation is the thorn. God said, you live with thorn because your sin. And Jesus carried that to the cross. Because each sin has to have some sacrifice. My sin is scarlet red. Who has erased it? Who has made it white as snow? None but the blood of Jesus Christ. And that's the promise Jesus made. He carried to the cross, so I don't have to carry my life. If you in your heart have Jesus Christ, he said all the sin is all mine, not yours. But if you don't have Jesus Christ in your life, all the sin is still on your shoulder. And the Bible said all the destination of sin is the death. Destination of sin is the Sheol. Destination of hell is sin, finished place. We need a Savior. We need Jesus in our life. Let's all stand.